Hey yo, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Thank you for being here. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, like always. As I'm recording this, it's the last day of January 31st, and hopefully you haven't fallen off from your resolutions and your goals for the year, man. I know a lot of people have. I don't see some of the faces that I seen in the gym on the first week aren't there anymore, but hopefully that's not the case with you. Hopefully you're still grinding and doing your thing each and every day, getting better. And today what I wanted to talk about is a counterbalance of the grind, and how to avoid like burnout. If you're not taking time to re-energize and pour back into yourself, and you're just constantly grinding, you're going to eventually hit a wall. And that wall is what we call burnout. And so, like I said, this is like a hustle culture. Everywhere you look nowadays, it's the mentality of sleep when you die type of mindset. Hustle 24/7. Sleep is for the weak. All of that type stuff, and it's why it's fine and it's great to like hustle and work hard and chase success, chase the bag. All of that is great. If you don't counterbalance that, you will eventually hit what we call burnout, and that's what I wanted to talk about today. So we'll talk about what is burnout and why it happens. We're going to talk about the early warning signs and how to avoid, well, not avoid them, but why you should not ignore the early warning signs. 7 powerful strategies on how to avoid burnout while staying productive, and how to recover from burnout if you're already in that phase. You know what I'm saying? It's not too late. You can bounce back. So what is burnout? Well, it's simply like it's a state of emotional, mental, physical exhaustion, right? Caused by excessive stress and overworking, basically. Just overworking. It drains your motivation. It kills productivity, and it could lead to serious health issues if left unchecked. So the thing about it is, though, it sneaks up on you. It's like it's never happens like in an instant. It's a gradual thing. You know what I'm saying? It sneaks up on you. It starts small. It starts with thoughts of like, well, I'll skip my workout just so I can finish this project that I'm working on, or I'll work a little bit later into the night, which ends up being a few hours, and you start losing sleep because you staying up late to work. You burning the candle at both ends type of thing. Or it be thoughts like, I'll rest when I have time, right? And then suddenly, after weeks, months, later, you wake up one morning, you feeling empty, you feeling unmotivated, and you're unable to focus, right? And so it starts small. Now, there are 3 stages, so to speak, of burnout. And those 3 stages or phases are stage 1 or phase 1 is the overload phase. The overload phase this is where it begins. This is where it starts at, where you're pushing yourself hard, maybe a little too hard, and you start to take on extra work, and you start to say yes to everything. You're saying yes to everything, even things that don't pertain to what you're working on. Like you're starting to say yes to people that want you to do things with them or for them, and you're spreading yourself too thin. That's what I'm trying to say. You start spreading yourself too thin. You tell yourself you'll rest later, and later never comes because it's always going to be more work to do. So that's stage 1. Stage 2 is the breakdown phase, where exhaustion is starting to kick in. You wake up tired no matter how much you sleep. You start procrastinating because work starts to feel overwhelming, and you become irritable. Like small things start to irritate you more and more than usual. Then your mental is starting to feel foggy. You can't focus no matter what you do, and your motivation just starts to wane and starts to slip. That's stage 2. Now, stage 3 is full burnout. You're in full burnout mode. This is where everything starts to crash. You start to feel unmotivated, like you're feeling more and more unmotivated. You start not to care. You feel numb, disconnected, and you might start to even feel sick in this phase. Your body and your mind are starting to tell you that you need to sit your ass down. You need to take a step back and re-energize, right? And so the key to catching this burnout is phase one. You got to recognize it before the full collapse. When you start to feel anything in phase one, when you start recognizing that you're pushing yourself a little too hard, or you're saying yes to too many things, then you got to pull back. And that's the key to like catching the burnout. Now, I got 7 ways that you can prevent burnout and stay productive. Now, step 1 is set clear work-life boundaries. If you don't set boundaries, then work is going to consume you. You got to create like clear start and stop times for your work. You got to have a clear time for you to, like where you're going to work, and then you got to have clear times where you're going to relax and re-energize, right? And don't let your job, if you got a job, if you're working hard at your job, don't let that bleed into your social life, into your personal life. You know, turn off your notifications when you're working, and turn off your notification shit even when you're chilling. When you set time to relax, turn your notifications off, and don't be, you know, your peace of mind is priceless in that aspect. Step 2, try to follow like the 80-20 rule, like work smarter, not harder type of thing. Whereas, I'm saying like not all tasks are created equal, man. Like 80% of the results come from 20% of the work, right? Identify what moves the needle. So you can get up in the morning or whenever you get up and start to attack the more difficult tasks first, or the more work intensive tasks first, and focus on those. And all the little things, don't sweat the small things. Like start focusing on the big tasks. Do those. What moves the needle? What's going to move the needle? Stop doing the menial shit, like, or stop prioritizing the menial things. You can get to those when you know, at a later time, but do the most important things first is what I'm trying to say. Do the most important things that's going to help move the needle and push you forward and give you more bang for your buck. Step 3 is take breaks, man, before you think you need them. Take breaks. Most people take breaks when it's too late, man. Try the Pomodoro technique, where you focus on, you like lock in and focus on work. You're sharply focused on your work for a certain amount of time, like 15-30 minutes at a time. You got laser like focus, and then you take a break after 30 minutes. Go take a small quick break, relax for a little bit, and come back, do another 30 minutes where you just like focus with laser light precision, and that'll help you, you know. So take more breaks, but work harder when you're actually working. Stay focused and work harder when you're actually working. Don't be on your phone. Don't be playing around. Be focused on the work when you're working. And when you're on break, be on break. Step 4 is prioritize sleep. Like your life depends on it, because your life really does, man. Sleep is very, very important. I know a lot of times, like I said, in this hustle culture, people are always talking about sleep is for the weak, or, you know, you heard all of those things, man. I'll sleep, you know, when I'm dead. I'll rest when I'm dead type of things. But like, you're going to be dead if you're not getting enough rest. So always prioritize your sleep, man. Lack of sleep is one of the fastest ways to lead to burnout, because if you're tired when you're doing something, you're not as focused as you should be. You're not going to be as focused as you should be. Your body's going to be tired. Your mind is going to be tired. You're going to be feeling foggy. And so, you know, even the studies show that like losing just 2 hours of sleep per night for a week has a major impact on your health. You know, so protect your sleep, man. Your brain needs it. Your body needs it. Your productivity is going to count on your sleep. Get some good quality sleep, man. That's important. You know, I try to work hard, but I don't skim on my sleep. I got, especially in my age nowadays. Like, maybe when I was younger, you know, I could stay up late and get up early, but nowadays I gotta get some rest, man. And I'm more productive, you know, when I feel well rested. Step 5, make time for you. Make time to pour back into yourself, right? Your hobbies, your goals, not goals, but your hobbies and your fun. What do you like to do in your free time? Do those things. You know, burnout happens when it's all work and you just constantly just working, and you're not making time to pour back into yourself and do the things that you enjoy. I know work and chasing the bag and all of that is like, it's hustle culture, but you got to pour back into yourself, man. Whether that's like working out, even like that can be, even though working out, we look at working out as like it's self-improvement, but you can do things that are fun, like going to play basketball, for instance. Like, I can work out and lift weights in the gym, but if you enjoy playing ball, go shoot some hoops or something like that. That's exercise, and you still having fun at the same time. Or take time to read a book, or if you like a movie buff, watch your favorite movies, or just make time to watch new movies. Always pour back into yourself. Make time to spend with your friends and your family also. So pour back into yourself, man, because if you don't, you're not going to be able to pour back into others and pour back into your work. You're going to hit that wall and burn out. Step 6 is always listen to your body. Listen to your body. Your body's going to tell you when you need rest, and a lot of times we ignore that. So make sure you're listening to your body, man, before it starts streaming. It's going to whisper at you, but once it starts streaming, it's too late. Like, so don't overdo it. Don't overwork yourself. Don't overexert yourself. Make sure you're listening to your body and your mind. Take time for your mental health also. And step 7, define your why. Your why. Define what success means to you, and your why. Why are you doing what you're doing? Because your why is gonna be what keeps you going. And your definition of success it's important, because if your definition of success is endless hustle, like 24/7 hustling, you're never gonna be finished. You're never gonna feel like you made it, because it's always gonna be something else to do. So you gotta define what success looks like to you, right? Whether it's money, whether it's achievements, you gotta find that balance. A lot of the time, what I try to do is, like, my success is in the fulfillment. So, in the peace of mind that I'm getting from what I'm doing. So that comes with enjoying what you do too. So you got to define what success looks like to you in order to not, like, just be turning your wheels, so to speak. If you don't know what success is in your mind, because success is different for everybody. Somebody might want money. Somebody might want accolades. Somebody might just be good in the fulfillment, like I said. So define what it looks like to you, and then you'll be able to thrive in that, and then you won't be turning your wheels. Your wheels just won't be spinning. You'll have meaning to what you're doing, and you'll be able to avoid burnout easily because you know what you're doing it for. And so, how to recover? Well, those were 7. Before I get to that, was the 7 steps, man. Set clear boundaries. Follow the 80-20 rule. Take breaks before you need them. Prioritize your sleep. That's very important. Make time for yourself and pour back into yourself, and listen to your mind. Listen to your body. It's going to tell you when you need to take a step back and rest, and define what success means to you. Now, how do you, if you're already feeling burnt out, like, how do you, like, get back on track, right? Well, the first thing you need to do is take a step away, take a break. Even if it's for a day, a week, even, just give yourself some time. You might need a vacation, or just give yourself some time to just chill, lounge around, man. Relax, lay around. Sometimes you need that. Sometimes you really, really need that, man, because burnout is real. 2, simplify what you're doing, man. Sometimes we are doing too much, doing way too much. Like, you can cut the fat, just do the essential tasks, and everything that's non-essential, like, cut it out. Do what truly means something. Do what truly matters for your specific goals. 3, rebuild your energy. Prioritize your sleep. Exercise a little bit, and eat the right food. That's important too. With the rest, if you're eating like shit, you're going to feel like shit a lot of the times. If you're not really exercising, you're going to feel like shit. If you're not getting enough movement in your life, you're just sitting around working, especially if you're sitting at a desk all the time and you're not getting any movement, you're going to start to feel sluggish, And if you combine that with eating like shit, then that's just gonna compound how you're feeling, the sluggishness and the mental fog, so to speak. So make sure you building your energy by moving, building your energy by eating right, drinking enough water, and just being on point. 4, ask for help if you need it. If you need help, ask for it. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask a friend. Don't be afraid to get therapy if you need it. If you have a mentor, ask your mentor what you should do. Always, ask for help if you need it. There's nothing wrong asking for help. Sometimes we take on too much. Sometimes we get frustrated because we hit a wall and we hit a plateau. So you can ask for help. And 5, reassess your goals. Reassess your goals. And that comes with defining the why. Why are you doing this? Why? Your why. What is your why? Sometimes we lose track of that, what our why is. Is what you're working towards really fulfilling, or is it just something that you're doing? Do you really enjoy what you're doing? Do you really want the end goal of all of this work? Or it's just something that you're doing. You got lost in the sauce along the way. So reassess your goals, and sometimes you might need to redefine your goals and course correct. And there's nothing wrong with that either. So just realize, man, burnout isn't failure. It's just a sign to reset. Sign to reset. You can always bounce back from it, man. Your energy is your greatest asset. Protect your energy. Protect your energy. Stop overworking. Don't get caught up in this hustle culture too much. It's great to grind. Sometimes you might need to do those long nights and early mornings. Sometimes you need to do that. Sometimes you might need to pick up that overtime. You need to hustle. You need to work 7 days a week. That's fine, but you can't do that all the time, or else you really will burn out. And I know people who have done that and who have crashed, and started to burn, and they had to take a step back before they burnt all the way up. And so listen to yourself, listen to your body. Your mind is going to tell you when you need to take a step back, man. You don't want to overwork yourself. You don't want to start having health issues, because you just ask anybody that's on a hospital bed. They would much rather be 100% healthy than to have overworked themselves into bad health and have a lot of money or a lot of accolades. The health is worth much more. So don't neglect yourself. Pour back into yourself and avoid burnout. With that said, it's art versus arteria, and it's you versus you. So do what you got to do to make your life the best it could be. And until next time, man, I'm out. See y'all next month. Peace.